So I finished listening to the Lord of the Rings second book, The Two Towers. So there's a lot that happens in these books. A lot. Okay, so it picks up where the Fellowship of the Ring leaves off. We find out what happens to Boromir, which is very sad. And Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli all have to make a decision of what to do now. All they know is Frodo and Sam have disappeared, and also have Pippin and Merry. So they ultimately decide to go after the orcs who they think have taken Pippin and Merry. And so they follow them and they get into a whole big it's a long journey of a lot of walking, or in their case running some days, because they're trying to catch up to these orcs who apparently have like superhuman speed at this point, because they're just like eons ahead of them, and they catch up at like one point, and then something happens. I forget, because again, there's a lot that happens in this book. And then the orcs get on ahead, but then another army comes in and slays all the orcs, but then they meet those guys in the army, and they're like, yeah, there should be two hobbits, halflings with them, and they go, there wasn't any. So then I'm like, now what happened to Pippin and Merry? I don't know. But, spoiler in case you didn't know or didn't read the books, Gandalf comes back! So they meet up with Gandalf, and then they go on to to meet up with the Lord of the Land. There's a lot of names too. I don't remember all the names. I'm sorry. Who has been, anyway, so the Lord of the Land, who has had this like guy whispering in his ear all these negative things, and then they're like, get that whispery guy out. And then the Lord of the Land comes back as like this great knight, and they're battling all these orcs. And again, there's a lot of chaos, and they eventually go after Solomon, and that is where they end up finding Merry and Pippin, we also find out that Merry and Pippin had been saved. They're taken care of by these really ancient old beings. Again, I am going to forget a lot of the names, so I'm not remembering. I know they are tree-like beings, but I don't want to call them trees because I know they're not. And I don't want to mess this up. I'm sorry. I really should have written notes down. Yeah. Anyway, so eventually they meet up with Merry and Pippin and those guys, and they're going to the tower that Solomon is in, and so Gandalf can like talk to him, and yeah, that all happened. There was a lot. And then meanwhile, and this is where, and I know I cut a whole bunch out, but this is like, there's a lot that happens, and this is not we don't have a lot of time to do this huge video. Anyway, so meanwhile that's going on, Frodo and Sam are trying to get to Mordor, and the entire time you have somebody following them. You know who it is? I hope you do. Gollum. Gollum is following them. So eventually they capture Gollum, and he promises on the ring that he will be their guide into Mordor, basically. So, because Gollum knows like how to get there, he's obviously been there before. So he has promised on the ring that he will do that. So there is that. So they go off on the trek. They eventually get to this one area where it's not swamps, it's not disgusting plains where there's nothing out, and of course the entire time the evil red eye is like out there watching them, so they're always like scared. So eventually they find this wooded area where things are okay, but that's where they meet up with Boromir's brother. If I can quickly find the name, I'll tell you. I'm sure, again, you guys all know. I don't. Okay. Anyway, so eventually meets up with Boromir's brother, who is actually is the one to tell Frodo that he is dead, and is hoping Frodo has some answers of how that happened, but because Frodo left before that, he doesn't know. So eventually they part ways themselves as Gollum continues to send them on their trail into Mordor, where also there is a gigantic spider that Gollum tries to feed them to. Because this entire time, Gollum's like, Master, nice master. I can't do the voice. And then like, mean hobbit to Sam. Because, well, Sam's not the nicest to him. So, kind of understandable. But also, so, and that's kind of where we end the book. Again, there is a whole bunch in there that I did not say because, again, short video. I'm already, if you can believe it, I'm already at 6 minutes. I'm sure you can if you stayed this long. Thank you. Anyway, so third book's coming up. I don't know when I'm going to listen to it because I have a couple of other books that I want to listen to first. But I am hopeful I will listen to it before the end of the year. But I do think I don't know if I need a little bit of a break from it or if it would be better to just jump in and finish it off. Because, again, there's just so much that happened that my brain's kind of like overwhelmed by it. So, if you made it this long and you heard me rant about that, not really rant, but basically I'm asking a question. What do you think I should do? Should I just hop in while everything's still in my brain? Or should I just finish it? Or should I just like take the pause and listen to something else first? Happy reading!